So today we're going to be discussing about what is DevOps, what is AWS. We're going to be discussing. By end of this session, we're going to be conclude what is the major relation between AWS and DevOps. Conclude by end of the session. This is an exactly our agenda for today's session. Okay. And before start the session, let it be introduce myself. My name is Maha. I have totally 15 years of IT experience. My career starts as a Java developer. Then I turn as a DevOps engineer from last 5 years onwards. I'm working as a senior DevOps engineer. It is include AWS and Azure also. That is in exactly my profile. And before starts, okay, I have 3 questions. I want to clarify with these 3 questions, then we'll move forward. What are the first question? Second question? Third question? Yeah. What is an exactly application? The working software, which is written any programming language, like Java, .NET, Python, we call as application. That application, we're going to be placed on server side. We're going to be placed on server side. Once if it is placed on server side, we can access our internet as a website like Flipkart, Amazon, Book My Show. Let me repeat again the same points. What is an application? The working software, which is written any programming language, we call as what? Application. That application we're going to be placed on servers. Once if it is placed on servers, we can access as a website. But what about SDLC? What about SDLC? SDLC is a software development lifecycle. SDLC is a software development lifecycle. By helping of SDLC, by helping of software development lifecycle, software development lifecycle, we can able to produce an application. That application we're going to be access over an internet. I'll repeat the same point. By using software development lifecycle, we can produce a application. By using that application, we can able to do business in internet like Flipkart or Amazon, Book My Show. In our SDLC process, so we have several stages like analysis, design, implementation, testing, deploy, and maintenance. These are all the stages we have in SDLC. By following these are all the stages, we can produce an application. For example, let's say I want to produce a Flipkart kind of application, like Redbus kind of application, maybe Netflix kind of applications. What are the first step which we need to do? Please tell me. Analysis means what? Gathering information from the client, how exactly the login page, registration page, payment gateway, and what is in exactly the business model, client requirement, and each and everything will be gathered from the client. Based on gathering information from the client, based on gathering information from the client, okay, our architects will be designed. Design is nothing but what? Plan. Our understanding is what? Plan. So based on the plan, our developers will implement the lines of code by using Java, .NET, Python. Once if it is an implement by using soft programming, any programming language, once if it is implemented software, whether it is working or not, our testers will be verify the functionalities. Whether the login page is working or not, whether the registration page is working or not, whether the payment gateway is working or not, our testers will verify the functionalities. Once if it is make it ready, then we can able to, as a DevOps engineer, we are going to be placing our applications on deployment. What is the deployment? Placing our websites onto the servers. We calling as what? Please repeat again, please. What is the deployment, please? Placing our websites on servers. We calling as what? Deployment. Once if it is deployed and we can access our internet as a website. Whether it is working or not, we're going to be monitored and maintenance. This entire cycle, this entire process, which you're calling as what? Software Development Lifecycle, in short form SDLC. Okay, we understood very clearly what is an application, what is the server, what is a SDLC. But on top of SDLC, if you are a software engineer, directly, indirectly, you're part of SDLC. If you are a developer, can write the lines of code. If you are a tester, you can verify the functionality. But if you are working as a DevOps engineer, what exactly you are going to be into this process, let us understand, right? So DevOps is nothing but what? Software development plus operation. We are called as what? DevOps. Means our roles and responsibilities start from dev environment, ends with what? Operation. That is the meaning of this. So we are part of coding. As a DevOps engineer, we are part of coding, build, test, release, deploy, operation, and monitor. Got it? But to be frankly, we are not writing any coding. We are not writing any test cases. Just we are going to be in implementing an automated process from dev environment to operations. Dev environment to operations. But tell me, is DevOps is a technology like Java, .NET, Python? No, DevOps is not a technology. DevOps is a process. DevOps is an automated process. An automated process. From where to where we are implementing? We're implementing this process from dev environment to operations. Dev environment to operation, we are implementing this. But while implementing our DevOps an automated process, so developers are usually writing lines of code, maybe Java, .NET, any developers. Developers are keep on writing the lines of code. But as a DevOps engineer, our roles and responsibilities is what exactly? We're going to be making working software. We're going to be, as a DevOps engineer, what exactly? Making working software. We're going to be delivering into the production environment within a shortest time, with high quality, with low cost is nothing but what exactly DevOps process. Repeat again for our understanding. What is DevOps process? So whatever the lines of code is written by developer, as a DevOps engineer, making working software and delivering into the production environment within a shortest time, with high quality, with low cost is nothing but what are DevOps transparent pipeline. DevOps transparent and automated process. Clear? But if you are a DevOps engineer, if you are onboarding your project, maybe your company, in your company, you're onboarding a project. So what is exactly your roles and responsibilities? The primarily, what your goal as a DevOps engineer? It's going to be replacing with what? Complex pipeline with what? Transparent pipeline. That is exactly our major goal. So what is a complex pipeline? What is an exactly transparent pipeline? So our SDLC process is a complex pipeline. Our SDLC process is a complex pipeline. Our DevOps process is a transparent pipeline. So why we are calling, SDLC is a complex because of it is a manual process. So from dev team, from analysis to designing into the developer team to the testing team to the deployment to the support team. So everything is a manual process, manual communication, manual approach. If it is manual approach in this process, if you got an issue, any problem in the manual process, if you got an issue, so for identification, it will take a long time. After identification, for resolving issue also, it will take long time. If it is take long time, definitely the customers are unsatisfied. Means what? We're delivering a project very delayed. We're not mitigating as per the current market, as per current business models. Understood? If you are delaying, definitely the cost will be increased, the quality will be decreased. Cost increased, quality is decreased. This kind of product anybody wants? No. Cost is increased, the quality decreased. No one want this kind of features and products. But that's the reason we are moving into the transparent pipeline. Let me give an example. Layman way, let us discuss one real-time example we can understand this. For example, it is a water pipeline underground somewhere else. It is not an open place. It is an underground. Somewhere else blockage is there. It is not a leakage. It is a blockage. Is really possible to identify immediately? May take weeks. Maybe weeks. Then after identification, for resolving issue also, it will take long time. But in between the time, so our customers are struggling or no? Waiting for what? Water tanks, roaming with buckets. Customers are not satisfying. The same way by using our SDLC process, our customers also same situation, same problem, same thing. But as a DevOps engineer, we are gonna be replaced with this complex pipeline with what? An automated transparent pipeline. Why? Because we are automating everything between dev environment to build team to testing team to release team to dev team to operation to monitoring. This is an entire process which you are gonna be making is an automated, no manual interaction. If you are making as an automation, even though if you got an error, easily we can able to identify. Because if everything is transparent, everything is visualized, everything is an automation, immediately we can able to identify as soon as possible, we can able to rectify the problem. And we can able to deliver our project within a time. Got it? So that means what exactly? Cost is reduced, the quality will be increased. As per this, whatever the pipeline is, a transparent pipeline visualize, if any block is there, by one look itself, we can able to find where is the problem. And we can able to give the solution as soon as possible. The same for DevOps pipeline also. Clear? So what is the role? Major role, guys, please. We're going to be replacing with what? A complex pipeline with what? Transparent pipeline. But actually our DevOps transparent pipeline is look like this. Let us understand this. In this DevOps transparent pipeline, we have a plan, we have a coding, we have integration, we have a testing, we have a release, we have a deploy, we have a operation. In this DevOps process, in this pipeline, our roles and responsibilities start from dev environment, ends with what? Operation. That means we are part of coding, integration, testing, release, deploy, operation. But to be frankly, we are not part of planning. We are not writing any coding. We are not writing any test cases. Just we are gonna be in implementing an automated DevOps transparent pipeline from dev environment to operation. That is exactly our role. But sir, how exactly we're implementing this DevOps transparent pipeline? How exactly we are implementing our DevOps transparent pipeline? What is exactly the roles and responsibilities in each and every stage? Each and every stage. So are we part of planning? No. Are we part of coding? Yes. Are we part of coding? Yes. We are part of coding, but we're not writing any coding. We are part of coding, but we're not writing any coding. The writing is responsible by the developer. Writing is responsible by who? Developer. But we're not writing. Once if it is written by developer, that lines of code, we're gonna be maintained in a repositories as a DevOps engineer. Repeat again the same part. Writing is responsible by who? Maintenance by who? DevOps engineer. Once if it is maintained, once if it is maintaining, how many developers writing code? N. N number of developers are writing lines of code morning to evening every day. As a DevOps engineer, after maintaining the lines of code, we have to integrate all developer lines of code continuously, automatically. Continuously, how the developers are continuously writing the code, the same way, as a DevOps engineer, continuously maintain, continuously integrating all developer lines of code. Once if it is an integrate all developer lines of code, we are going to be an execute test cases, which is written by testers, not by you. Which is written by testers, not by you. Once if it is an execute, if you got an error, the test case will throw an error. Then in our DevOps process, we have to make sure about it automatically. It has to redirecting into the developers. Develop again, fix an issue, again commit the code, again integration, again execute. Again, we got an error, again redirect, again fix the issue, again integration. This loop automatically repeated continuously until zero errors. Once if it is zero errors, we calling is what? In a software without any errors, what we are calling? Application. What is an application? First question which I ask you. The working software without any errors, we calling as what? Application means website. That application we're gonna be placing, we're gonna be delivering into the release. We're gonna be delivering into the release. How? Continuously we're gonna be delivering, continuously integrating, making working software, continuously delivering into the release. Once if it is delivered, we're gonna be placing our applications on hundreds of servers. We calling as what? Deployment. Placing our websites on servers, what we are calling? We have discussed already this point. Repeat again. Placing websites on servers, we calling as what? Please keep in this point until completing of this course. Okay. What is an application? What is a deployment? These two terms very, very important. Don't forget. Once if it is deployed, then we can access our internet as a website. Whether it is working or not, how is exactly the performance, slow or speed. So internal logs, each and every action internal generating a logs, and we're gonna be monitor and maintenance. This entire process which you are calling as what? Our DevOps transparent pipeline. Our DevOps transparent pipeline. But sir, how exactly we can able to implement this DevOps transparent pipeline? We're gonna be using some tool stack. Which are all the tools we're gonna be learning for implementing this DevOps transparent pipeline? We're gonna be using Git, Maven, Jenkins, JFrog, SonarQube, Ansible, Amazon Web Services, AWS, Docker, Kubernetes, Vagrant, Elk, Elastic, Logstash, Kibana, and Terraform. By helping of these are all the tools, we can able to implement an automated or DevOps transparent pipeline. An automated DevOps transparent pipeline. Is it clear, all of you? But how exactly we can able to use these tools? How we can able to use these tools? Git is a version control. Whatever the right lines of code which is written by developer, as a DevOps engineer, we are going to be maintaining onto the Git only. Once if it is maintained, we have to execute project and build. We calling as what? Maven. Maven is a build tool. By helping of Maven, we can able to build our Java project. Either on Git, Maven, we can able to implement an automated process by helping of Jenkins. Jenkins is a CI/CD, continuous integration, continuous delivery. By using Jenkins, we can able to implement continuous integration, making working software, and continuous delivery. Continuous delivery into where exactly? Release. But how exactly we can able to handle the release? By helping of JFrog. JFrog is an active factory. And we're going to be learning SonarQube. SonarQube is a code analyzer, whether the developers are following standards or not, whether the developers are using right functions or not. It will be analysis and it will give statistics and reports also. So by using Git, Maven, Jenkins, JFrog, we can able to implement our CI/CD process. CI/CD process. Continuous integration, continuous delivery. Once if it is delivered, we're gonna be placing our applications on hundreds of servers, what we are calling deployment. But how exactly we can able to do this? How to automate these hundreds of servers? By helping of configuration management. What is an exactly configuration management? Replacing a manual process with what? An automated process on a hundreds of servers we calling as what? Configuration management. What is an exactly, please? Replacing a manual process with an automated process on a hundreds of servers. We calling as what? Configuration man. Example, for example, I want to create a file. I want to install software at a time on hundreds of servers. Manually it is possible. No, but we can do by automatic configuration management. But which tool we going to be learning? Ansible. Ansible is a configuration management. That way it is a push command. Clear all of you? But my question is, from where exactly we can able to get hundreds of servers? Yeah, we can get it from physically, virtually, or from cloud also. But which cloud we gonna be? AWS. By helping of AWS, we can able to get hundreds of servers. Those hundreds of servers we can automate by helping of Ansible. Repeat again. Repeat again the same point. Getting hundreds of servers from AWS. Those hundreds of servers we can automate by helping of Ansible. Not only placing our applications on AWS servers, we can able to place our applications on Docker containers also. Sir, what is a Docker container? A Docker container is an isolated area which you can place our applications very easily with low cost with high performance. We calling as what? Docker container. What is the Docker container? Docker container is a separate area. Separate area. On that area, we're placing what? Websites. We're placing what? Websites with low cost. With high quality. Please repeat again. What is the Docker container? Docker container is a separate area. On top of it, we are placing our websites with easily, with low cost, with high performance. This is what exactly Docker container. Repeat again. What is the Docker container? Docker container is an isolated area which you can place our applications very easily with low cost, with high performance. These Docker containers we can automate, we can control, we can manage by Kubernetes. Clear? For example, let's say Docker container like R containers or real-time containers. Like this. So this container. But this container, how exactly we can manage? By helping of ship. How this ship can manage, control all my containers. The same way our Kubernetes also can manage and controlling all Docker containers. Same thing, but here is talking about technical point of view, in a technology point of view. And we're gonna be learning Vagrant. Vagrant is a virtual provisioning tool. By helping of Vagrant, we can make easier dev environment. We can able to create a virtual machines very easily in your laptop. And we're gonna be learning ELK, elastic log stack Kibana. And we're gonna be learning Terraform. Terraform is a cross cloud platform. By helping of Terraform, we can able to create infrastructure in any cloud. Maybe for example, I want to create a server, either in Azure or AWS or Google. We can work with Terraform. Terraform is a cross cloud platform for across all, either AWS or Azure, Google. So, which are all the tools we are using, guys, please? Git, Maven, Jenkins, JFrog, SonarQube, Ansible, AWS, Docker, Kubernetes, Vagrant, Nagios, help for implementing our DevOps transparent pipeline. Got it very clearly? What is the DevOps transparent pipeline? In a single line? Nothing, am I right? So as a DevOps engineer, so whatever the lines of code, we are going to be delivering into the production environment, making working software delivering into the production environment within a shortest time, with high quality, with low failure. It is nothing but what DevOps process. Okay. But while implementing this DevOps process, this DevOps process, we required infrastructure. What is infrastructure? Please help me out. I'm asking dictionary meaning. What is infrastructure? Please help me out of it. For example, to conduct this DevOps class, what kind of infrastructure is required? Laptop, TV, projector, fans, lights, chairs, tables, internet connection. So these are all infrastructure is required to conduct this DevOps class. But my question is, for placing this website, for maintaining these websites, what kind of infrastructure is required majorly? That is my question. Majorly, servers. Majorly, networks. Majorly, database and storage. And so many. These are all major infrastructure is required for deploying or maintaining our websites or applications. But question is, how many ways we can able to get it? How many ways to get infra? As we discussed already, we can able to get it either from physical environment like your laptop, or from virtual environment, or from cloud. To specifically, what is a cloud? So we got it. For deploying our application, we require this infrastructure. Agreed. But how many ways we can able to get? Either physically, virtually, or cloud. But nowadays everybody using cloud. Am I right? But we should understand what is a cloud. Am I right? What is a cloud? To specifically, I'm going to be asking, what is a cloud computing? What is a cloud computing? What is a cloud computing? First of all, what is a computing? No. What is a computer? What is a computer has? Computing power. That's what we're calling as a computer. Am I right? Understood very clearly. If you can access the remote place resources over internet from your laptop is nothing but what? Cloud computing. Clear? So to understand this, let me give one more way. For example, let's say we have a data center. What is a data center again? Huge computing power, keeping in a rack wise in a big room. We calling as a data center. These data centers are located in different locations, like in US, in Singapore, in Hyderabad, in Mumbai, in Chennai. In so many places, these data centers are available. Understood? In a region wise, in a data center wise, in a zone wise also. Clear, all of you? If we can access these data centers, from these data centers, your resources like servers, database, network storage, over internet from a laptop is nothing but what? Cloud computing. What is a cloud computing? Help me. Right now, only, no? What is a cloud computing? Please. If you can access, the remote placed resources such as servers, network, storage, database, if we can access over internet from your laptop is nothing but what? Cloud computing. Okay, today just we are understanding theoretical, but tomorrow the same point we are understanding practically. Tomorrow's session. Got it very clearly. But what is a cloud? Cloud is a rental-based infrastructure. By using cloud, we are not buying anything. Just we are going to be getting a rental service and we're going to be maintaining and deploying our applications. Got it very clearly? So just for deploying a Flipkart kind of application, what kind of infrastructure is required? We can able to get it from cloud as a rental based. By using cloud, we are not buying anything. We're going to be getting only rental based only. Select, then get it and use it and pay it. Is a pay as a go model. Cloud is a rental based infrastructure. We're not paying anything. Based on usage, we're going to be parent. Example, one realistic example. For example, you want to go to railway station by car. How many ways we can able to get a car? 2 ways. First one is what? Buying a car. Second option is what? Rental car. Which is easy out of these two? Just for reaching a railway station, you're going to be buying a car. Am I right? No, am I right? It is huge cost. Am I right? Instead of that, just book a wala cab. Getting into the car, reaching a railway station, what are the tariff? 300 to 500 rupees max. Instead of 15 lakhs rupees, we're spending only 500, which is easy for you. Our purpose resolved or not? The same way, just for deploying our application, instead of buying and maintaining our own infrastructure, our own data center, we're going to be getting a rental infrastructure. That is what exactly the cloud. But which cloud we're going to be? To all the leading cloud providers are available in the market. So many. But leading are Azure, Google, AWS. But we're going to be learning AWS. In AWS means Amazon Web Service. Full form is what? Amazon Web Service. We're calling as what? AWS. What is AWS? AWS is a cloud provider. AWS is a company. AWS is a company. It is providing cloud services. We are learning cloud. Which cloud? AWS cloud. Okay. Cloud either maybe AWS or Azure, Google. For example, let's say you want to buy a shirt. My choice may be Flipkart. Your choice may be Amazon. Maybe another way Snapdeal. Same way here also. But we need a Sure, we need infrastructure for deploying our application. We're implementing a DevOps process. But my choices for today is AWS. Got it. In AWS, totally we're going to be learning 4 modules. We're dividing into the 4 modules. Each and every module we'll discuss minimum 2 weeks. Under each and every module, so many services we're going to be discussing. I can't be listed down right now. That's what I end up the session. I will provide a document. You can follow the course content. So what is the VPC, guys, please? VPC is nothing but a network. EC2 is nothing but a server. RDS is nothing but a database. S3 is nothing but a storage. So what is a VPC, please? Network. What is a VPC? Please help me. VPC is equal to EC2 is equal to RDS is equal to, please. S3 is equal to what kind of infrastructure required for deploying our application? Can I able to get it? Can I able to get it from cloud or not? Yes or no? But sir, what is a VPC? What is a VPC? VPC is just like a network, private network. In your office, so many offices we can visit, In your office, we have a private network or no? This is completely isolated, am I right? You can able to access your office laptop from home directly without VPN? No, we can't. Completely secure. We have a 10-floor building, each and every floor an office. Understood? Each and every office is completely isolated with a network. We can't be hacked those servers, though we can't hack those private machines and laptops. We can't get access outside the same way. When you are getting into the cloud, we can able to get a virtual private. It is a virtually, not a physically. Virtual private cloud we can able to get means an isolated, a separated, a private network. If you can able to get it over internet in a virtual form is nothing but what? VPC. Means anybody can able to getting into the cloud. Anybody can able to getting into the cloud. After getting, we can able to create our network. This is our private section. In that, we can able to create a services like EC2, RDS. So many services, so many things. I hope I understand this. If it is not, let me give one example. For example, let's say Gmail. Anybody can able to getting into the Gmail or not? That means after getting into your login into the email, you can read your emails. Am I right? Can't we read other mails? Am I right? Can you? Can you read my emails? Same way, I can able to read your emails? No, the same way, everybody can able to getting into the AWS after that. So you will get your private section. You are getting your private section. In that, you can play around. You can play whatever the placing application, whatever maybe you can do that. Likewise, so many companies, so many websites, so many things we can able to getting into the cloud. We can create our private section. We can create our resources and we can use for us. These resources we can visualize, we can use by us, but not by anybody. Okay. Yeah. But after creating a network, on top of the network, we can create a server. Server is nothing but what? EC2. What is EC2? Elastic? Compute? What is the compute? What is the computer? RAM, i3 process. These are all we calling as a computing power or not? That's what we're calling as a computer. If you can access the computing power over internet in elastic, what is the meaning of elastic? Elastic band, flexible, increasing, decreasing kind of computing power over internet, we're calling as what? EC2, 1E, 2Cs. That's what we're calling as EC2. By helping of EC2, what exactly you can able to get it? What exactly you are having in your laptop, the same components we are using in server also. But naming conventions are different. Which are all the components available in your laptop? CPU, operating system, hard disk, RAM, firewall, network card. So these are all the resources are available in a laptop or not. The same components we are going to be using in our servers also. But your laptop is just for your home purpose, browsing, practicing Java. But server for what? Placing our websites. What are the servers? What are the purpose of servers? Placing our websites, our application. We're calling it deployment. Okay. For example, let's say I want to Netflix. I want to place a Prime Video kind of thing. Netflix, Hotstar kind of application. So what I need to do first? Tell me. First, we need to create a network. We need to create a on top of we create a server. On top of the server, placing means what? Deploying, placing our Netflix application into our EC2 server. Once if it is placed, okay, we can access our application over internet. How I'm accessing like this. But question is, sir, we create a network, we place application. Very good. But what about customer information, login information, subscription information, where we can able to keep in a database, in a tabular format, rows and columns. Up to here is very fine, am I right? Very good, am I right? Network, server, database. On top of network, create a server. On top of server, placing a website. And then our customer data we're maintaining in a tabular format database. But again, one more question. Sir, what are the purpose of Netflix? Why we're using Netflix? Very simple question, you know. Browsing, watching movies, web series continuously. But if it is Disney World kind of movie, it is around 3 GB more than 6 GB of file. Where you can able to keep, can able to handle, can able to upload, can able to maintain a database? No. We need to maintain externally using S3, simple storage service. Simple storage. It's just like your Google Drive. How we are using Google Drive, the same S3 bucket also. Uploading, downloading from anywhere in the world by using any device, any file, either text, doc, image, video, audio, anything. Repeat the statement. By using S3 bucket, we can upload or download any kind of format file. We can access over internet. Got it very clearly? What is S3 bucket? The best example is PPT itself. This PPT is coming from google.com, not my laptop. How exactly this drive you are seeing, how exactly you're using this drive, the same S3 bucket also. Very simple question I'm asking you, please answer to me. Which is first? Google Drive is first introduced or S3 bucket first introduced? Huh? The first cloud provider in the world, AWS. But how is it Google? Understood very clearly. The two in the world in 2002, the AWS is introduced S3 is the first service. That means S3 is the first cloud service in the world. Okay, in 2002. Google is introduced 2015. Clear? So until introducing Google Cloud internally, Google also using S3 bucket. Okay, fine. So I hope you people are understand very clear. By using AWS, we can able to get a VPC, EC2, RDS, and S3. Is it clear, all of you? What is a cloud? By helping of cloud, we can get a infrastructure. What is it? What is a DevOps? By using DevOps, we can able to implement an automated process. By helping of DevOps, we're going to be placing our application with an automated process. So making working software and with low cost, with high performance, we're going to be placing our applications on hundreds of servers, on top of hundreds of servers. But that infrastructure from where exactly we can able to get it? From AWS. Getting infrastructure from where? AWS. On top of AWS infrastructure, we're placing our websites in automated process with the help of DevOps. DevOps is an automated process, but so on top of where exactly we're placing on AWS infrastructure only. That is the relation between AWS and DevOps. That's what we have to learn. AWS, DevOps, no option for us completely. That's what we're learning both courses. AWS completely we're going to be learning. DevOps also completely learning. Here we're going to be learning 2 courses. But dependent courses, Linux also we should be learning. That's what we're going to be learning completely 2 courses. Complete DevOps, complete AWS. Totally it is around 4 months. But if you want to start to this course, Linux basics is required. That I will be covered, don't worry. If you don't know, basics only. No programming. Java.NET is not required. If you have, very good. Without Java also, we can learn this. Okay, Java is an optional. You require a laptop with this configuration. So who can join in this course? Freshers can join in this course. Experience can also join in this course. And any graduate. Graduation is must. So daily recording sessions after the payment via Google Drive, I'm going to be sharing. Resume preparation, entry question and answers. 4 live real-time projects, including in this course, not separately. 80% of soft materials I'm going to be provided. Our course starts with very basically. Ends with what? Advanced. Okay, how the class starts with beginning, ending with what exactly the same, our course also. Each and every class is practically implemented in front of you that you need to practice on the same time. 1 hour for class, 2 hours practice, minimum 3 hours you need it for every day, including Sunday also. Okay, you need to promise yourself before committing into this course. Or else it's very difficult. Okay. So daily 1 hour class, 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. It is a fixed. The classes are Monday to Saturday, maybe Sunday, also some classes, maybe monthly once, maybe may not be. That is my choice, my call. So 12,000 rupees we're going to be paying for complete DevOps, complete AWS admin, and daily recordings. So if you want to talk to admin, please call this number. You can WhatsApp, you can call 9297-9297. Our offline student number is different. Please call to contact your admin. This number is only for online. So what exactly I'm showing you models in depth, which are all the services you can find in this link. If it is copy paste, you can find document list. What is the course content and DevOps content and AWS content. Please be look at once after this session. Okay. I'm gonna be provide this information in the chat box. Please be get it on. Any questions? So what we have experienced, what we have learned, tomorrow we'll do practice. Same thing we are going to be experiencing in practical mode. Tomorrow onwards, we're going to be start regular session. First regular session with the practical mode. Got it? That's what. We'll continue by tomorrow. Okay. Any questions? Online students? Offline students? Any stupid questions also you can. అంటే ఇది అడగాల లేదా అడగొచ్చు అడగకూడదా అలా ఏమి ఫీల్ అవుతుంది యూ కెన్ ఆస్క్ whatever the questions in your mind please clarify or else write down the notebook today and ask me tomorrow also. Okay, we'll continue by tomorrow. Thank you.